This is another episode of Love's Diary, and this is AntiSoSure Love, signing on. Okay, y'all, so for my Love After Lockup fans, here we have Zariah and Troy. And this chemistry here is something that, I don't know. I'm going to just get right into it and tell y'all what is given to me. So here we got Zariah. She's talking with her mom, and her mom is really into the church, really into the Lord, as you can tell, very religious. And you can tell just by Zariah's body language that everything her mom is saying is literally like, I hear you, okay, whatever. It's going in one ear and out the other. Now, Troy calls and he's saying, things, hey, I want to love my wife, this, that, and the third, cutesy stuff. He's in jail. Y'all know how it go. And she's just like, Troy, everyone can hear you, meaning the cameras and obviously her mom. And, I do like the fact that her mom understands that Zariah is old enough to make her own decisions. But it's just weird because these women, they act like they've never been in a relationship before. And maybe they haven't. But that's what I'm getting from Zariah. It's kind of like, oh, my man. Okay. Now he calls and he's talking about like, babe, I might not be in a church every week. I'm sorry. And she's like, yeah, we don't have to go to church. And it's kind of like, I understand you want this to work out and you love him and he loves you, but you still have to have standards. No matter what relationship you in, you should have standards. So it should be more like, babe, I understand you don't, but give it a try. And so for her to just go along so easily with what he's saying, to me, I don't know, y'all, that gives me a little bit of a red flag. I'm just saying, we just gonna throw up the red flag. Now, when they introduce him and he introduced himself, another thing that I first noticed he talks about is women attract to me like flies. If you're on a show about a woman that you're married to, right? Because I believe they're actually married, right? Y'all let me know in the comments below. But I believe they are actually married. See, some of these couples are married, not quite married, engaged, are just together, with the title. But I believe that these two are actually married. And it's just, to me, it's just, I understand that you're married, but you still should have some sort of standards. Like, you and your partner isn't going to agree on everything. So it's okay to say, babe, that's crazy. But it's like, she's so head up in the clouds, she don't even want to listen to nobody else. So he's talking about women attract to me like flies. I'm sorry. That to me will throw up a red flag. It just is. It's a red flag for me because you're on this with your wife. You shouldn't be worried about what women come your way. You should actually be worried about keeping the women off of you and trying to stay faithful and loyal. I feel like once you hit a certain age of life, you shouldn't have to keep proving, oh, I got women, oh, I got men. That's high school. Come on, y'all. That's kid stuff. Grown women, grown men, we know what we worth. And we don't need everybody attracting to us because we really trying to get people up off of us. So, and if y'all notice when she's talking to the preacher, the pastor, whoever that may be, it's like everything he's saying is literally going one ear and out the other. She's not hearing a word, okay? All she know is her and her man gonna be together. So let's go ahead and let's slide into this next scene. As y'all can see, Zariah's talking with her little sister, and her little sister is temporarily staying with her. And she's just showing her sister everything that she's going to do for Troy and everything that she has planned for him, even, making his release a big thing, which of course, if your partner is getting released from prison, whether it be a man or a woman, but 9 times out of 10, you have more women supporting men than you have men supporting women. But I digress. What I'm trying to say is, of course, you're going to want their coming home to be extravagant, beautiful. I would just say, let's not do so much. It's always a possibility if it doesn't work out. Yes, you don't want it to not work out, but it's okay to go all out for someone, but just too soon, too early, too soon, I don't think it's ever good. And it's like, he's just coming home, let him breathe. I think it's just going to be a wonderful experience to be outside the prison. So springing a whole bunch of things onto him, to me, isn't the way to pretty much go about that. Isn't the way, but to each his own. Some people may want that. Some people may, unfortunately, you have some people who expect that, men and women, who kind of expect, their partner to go all out. Like, I know you got a bag, go ahead and spend it on me. But, I feel like when it comes down to just love, it shouldn't be about all of the extravagant, all of the extras. So when she's breaking it down to her sister and she's showing her sister all of the wonderful, beautiful items that she's gotten for Troy. So when he comes home, he gets out, he's going to be right. And her sister's just like, how much did you spend? And she's just like, $50,000 at least. What? And like her sister said, my man is here. He's not even locked up, and I wouldn't even think to expend or do that much. And it's way head over heels. It kind of gives, if you're doing all of this now, what are you going to do once y'all actually get together and spend some time together? There's nothing wrong with falling in love, but I have never personally understood falling in love before you even meet or touch somebody. And not saying it cannot happen. I can fall in love with this ideal of you. I can fall in love with as much as I can hear or see of you. However, until you're physically with somebody every single day in the same cohabitat, honestly, you just don't know. So for me, it's just like, it's a little, let's go ahead and throw up the red flag. It's a little red flag to me, because why are you doing all of this? It's okay to go, but I think what it is he hasn't even had the chance to do anything for you yet. You shouldn't be doing so much for somebody who can't reciprocate. It's okay to help out and to be there and supportive emotionally, especially if they can be there for you emotionally. But to me, it's just a little too fast, too soon. Let him get his feet wet. And let's not forget the tattoo. Yeah, I think at that point, her sister was just like, yep, she's head over heels. It's like, I hope this works out, but if it doesn't, you're going to be such a mess. ladies, we got to understand, we can build ourselves up, set ourselves up for failure. Even if it's a great man, if it ain't who God or the universe has chosen for you, or if it ain't y'all's time, it just isn't y'all's time. And I say that for all of my non-believers. If you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in a God, trust me, you believe in something, even if it's in yourself. You have to. But if it's just not y'all's time, it's just not y'all's time, and there's nothing we can do to change it. Sometimes we have to accept things we don't want to, and unfortunately, that's one of them. So, ladies, let's stop living in delusion. But yeah, back to Zariah and Troy. She's completely head over heels, and they haven't even touched yet. And of course, so now she wants to sit down with a tarologist, someone who can do tarot cards, and she may be also known as a medium and other things of that nature. Y'all let me know in the comments below if y'all know exactly what she does as a whole, like all together. But in this scene, we do see her doing the tarot card reading for Zariah. And she kind of lets her know, I see a lot of things here. I see another female in the picture. I see somebody else who's madly in love with him in the picture. And she just like, I just want to know, are we going to work out? And she's just like, I'm honestly not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So, you know, that is a big shock. It kind of is very hurtful. But I completely understand, because she's telling her the truth. Like, this is what I see. Now, if y'all don't believe in it, y'all just don't believe in it. I completely understand that too. I do believe that your time is your time, no matter what you believe in or what you don't believe in. But it seems like everything is kind of pretty much telling her this ain't it. And maybe they are meant to be together, just not right now. But it's like she's giving away so much, and he hasn't even had the chance to give her anything. We don't know if he's going to give it to her or not. So it's kind of like, just wait. And I think, you know, she's so eager. It's kind of hard to wait, but we've all been there. But ladies, just understand, this is not a place you want to stay in. This is not a place you want to be in. You don't ever want to be in a state of delusion. And maybe even if not delusion, you don't ever want to be in a state where you're giving so much to somebody who cannot give anything back to you. Your cup has to be filled some way, somehow. You may be up right now and think, I got all the love in the world to give to somebody. But trust me, when you're down, who's going to give you that back? Because that same person that you knew wasn't able to give to you before, trust me, they're not going to give to you now. Just because you need it now. They never gave to you. They don't even know how. You never allowed them to. So just remember that, ladies. And this is another episode of Love's Diary. And this is AntiSoSure Love, signing off. Oh yeah, and I hope y'all didn't think I forgot. If y'all love the great read I put y'all on to before, Mr. Jones, The Noticer, that is, by Andy Andrew, all a person needs is a little perspective, then you'll love this next great read. For the first 25 people in the UK and the first 25 people in the US, this read is completely free. Use the codes below that I have in the description below. And the first 25 from the UK and the first 25 from the United States will get a free read. This is It All Starts With You by Cy Moore. And it is a great book. It is a 15-minute short read. LGBTQ plus community. Trust me, I don't discriminate. Love is love. And if you were into the first book, go ahead and dive into another book with me. Use the links below. The first 25 gets it.